One of the things that's been implicated in the economic collapse of the last few years was back in 1999 when we repealed Glass-Steagall. You can find the details in previous Young Turks videos. But now, finally, some hope, perhaps, Elizabeth Warren, John McCain, and other bipartisan senators are considering reinstating Glass-Steagall. So we're going to discuss that. We've got quotes first from Warren and McCain. This is what Elizabeth Warren said. It will take a lot of tools to get rid of too big to fail, but one of them ought to be that if you want to do high-stakes gambling, good on you, but you do not get access to people's checking accounts and savings accounts. And also John McCain, once again, finally on the right side of an issue, saying, since core provisions of the Glass-Steagall Act were repealed in 1999, shattering the wall dividing commercial banks and investment banks, a culture of dangerous greed and excessive risk-taking has taken root in the banking world. Important to note that John McCain did vote for the repeal of Glass-Steagall back in 1999, but thankfully he's changed his position since then.
And what's amazing is that all of that, like, it doesn't take into account what happened. Mm-hmm. Like, since, the dangerous thing has gone on since 1999, and then has continued to go on since the disaster that struck in 2007, 2008.
Exactly. That we didn't fix. So two important notes here. One, Elizabeth Warren doing so many important things here and just keeps fighting. Of course, very unlikely that she'll win here because, as Dick Durbin famously said, frankly, the banks run this place, referring to Capitol Hill. But it's good to keep throwing it in their face. And this is how you win: is you start, right? You start the fight. And here the winning talking point that unfortunately will not win for a long time is don't gamble with our money. You want to gamble with your money? Have at it, Hoss. But we split your gambling from our deposits. That's what Glass-Steagall does. That's what this law would do. So that you gamble with your own money and not with our money. Yeah. And that's just, if you cared about debating, you cared about ideas, it's an idea that can't lose, right? Unfortunately, they don't care about that. They just care about the money
the idea
that they're getting from the banks.
It will lose. They tried to do this, with Dodd-Frank, too, and incorporate certain pieces of this, and it failed then. It's going to fail now, and it's mostly a symbolic gesture. But I agree that it's important to keep bringing it up. Like we haven't forgotten that there is an important distinction that needs to be made between investment banks and just average banks that hold your money, my money, your grandparents' money.
But keep in mind, it may be a symbolic gesture, but there aren't enough symbolic gestures, and if you keep making the gesture, eventually it may stop being symbolic. The fact is, Glass-Steagall was passed once at a time when the banks were still influential. So it can happen, and I think it's encouraging. Did you see the poll? Did you guys talk about earlier, the Iowa poll?
No.
Hillary Clinton leads by 59 points among Democrats in Iowa. 59
ridiculous.
points. But if you take Hillary out, who leads?
Elizabeth Warren?
Elizabeth Warren.
We said it together, didn't we? That Elizabeth Warren might Obama Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, it's not.
Well, hopefully she doesn't then go on to Obama us.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Good and sad point.
Right.
Wow.
So final thing here, got to give credit to John McCain. He voted the wrong way in 1999. To have enough principle to come back and say I was wrong, we really got to put Glass-Steagall back. That's good political courage. That's old school John McCain.
And as always with John McCain, important to put his name on it because his name still has weight.
Yeah, and it makes you wonder. I mean, we had the recession, and then we had Obama in charge. We didn't have Glass-Steagall pushed for strongly, the reinstating of it. What would have happened if McCain had been president at that time? I mean, I think it would be a disaster overall, but perhaps in this one area there would have actually been action.
Yeah, I said that once before about campaign finance reform. Of course, McCain-Feingold. McCain is a guy who actually cares about campaign finance, thinks Citizens United is an outrage. On that issue alone, I almost rethink my vote because I thought we were going to get more change. If we got almost no change anyway, I know McCain would have been a disaster on 98% of issues, but the one issue that matters most, and the banks I would put at mattering the second most, because they could absolutely destroy our economy again.
Yeah. Could I end this segment with the Cenk line?
What's that?
Can you put that Elizabeth Warren quote up again? It will take a lot of tools to get rid of too big to fail. I'll tell you this, it took a lot of tools to get too big to fail.